One.
Yes, thank you, and welcome to the Chatham Select Board meeting of December 27th, 2022. Let the record show the meeting started promptly at 5:31 pursuant to Governor Baker's July 16th, 2022 signing of an act relative to extending certain COVID-19 measures adopted during the state of emergency, including the extension of his March 12th, 2020 order suspending certain provisions of the open meeting law, General Law, Chapter 30A, Section 20, till March 31st, 2023. This meeting of the Chatham Select Board is being conducted via remote participation. Every effort will be made to ensure that the public can adequately access the proceedings as provided for in the order. A reminder that persons who would like to listen to this meeting while in progress may do so by calling the phone number 1508-945-4410, conference ID 203-386-491#, or join the meeting online via Microsoft Teams with a link in the posted agenda. While this is a live broadcast and simulcast on Channel 18, despite our best efforts, we may not be able to provide for real-time access. We will post a record of this meeting on the town's website as soon as possible. And our first order of business this evening is to take a roll call. Ms. Davis?
Present.
Mr. Metters?
Present.
Mr. Nicastro?
Present.
Mr. Dykens, chair is present, and Mr. Shell will not be here this evening. Okay, the next item is the minutes of December 20th, 2022. Are there any edits and suggestions other than the ones that Mr. Shell submitted earlier? Shereen.
I have two.
Okay.
One related to it's page 6, and it's the second paragraph, and it reads general support was expressed. And I don't have it. I don't have the physical copy of the meeting minutes. I have it online. So it's in relationship to hold on, give me a second, Jeff. I'm sorry.
Is it the same item that Mr. Shell had?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
and I just wanted to do this in public to say that general support of 3 members, not the entire board. And then secondly, in the 6th paragraph where it starts, Ms. Davis disclosed, it should read, Ms. Davis stated that she would defer the discussion at this point as a family member leases town-owned property for storage.
So that's a different, that's under the storage, the C. So it's 1, 2, 3.
On page 4.
Page 4, the ninth paragraph.
4.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, my pages are different on the thing.
Okay, it's
So
okay.
just that's fine. I no problem. Just because the public had seen Mike's one substantive correction, which you, I think, also making Shereen the first one you mentioned. So that would be on the bottom of page 5.
Right.
Bottom of page 5.
The
Yeah.
sentence currently reads, there was agreement that of the concepts presented, single-family homes on a loop road were preferred in Mike's language. And if you prefer something different, Shereen, that's fine with me too. But he says 3 board members expressed the view. Excuse me.
I'm fine with that language. I just didn't have it in front of me.
Okay. Cool.
Because it was not in the public, it's important that the public know what we're changing here, because it's substantive change. I move approval of the minutes as corrected.
Second.
Thank you. Okay, great. Shereen, Ms. Davis?
Aye.
Mr. Metters?
Aye.
Mr. Nicastro?
Aye.
And the chair says aye as well. Thank you very much. Public announcements and agenda item requests. I believe Ms. Davis has an agenda item request. Ms. Davis.
Yeah, so I received a couple of calls about a fishing related show that was filmed in Stage Harbor last summer. And I guess it was from some of the commercial fishermen, and the charter boat guys were saying that they were delayed in being able to utilize the trap dock because there was some filming going on there. Apparently one of the instances was what they were offloading a tuna about 6 times to get the right shot, this particular company. And it was a bit frustrating for people who are trying to do other business at the dock. So I guess what I would like to know from the town, and maybe there is, whether we have an official filming policy or regulations. What is the protocol for film companies utilizing town-owned property? What town departments weigh in and advise? Who signs off on the matter? Are town residents, the abutters, and those utilizing any of the properties impeded in any way? And is there a way that their questions and concerns are addressed? What are our fee structures, insurance, security, and traffic safety requirements?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay. Yep. Thank you, Shereen. Any other members of the board with announcements or agenda item requests? Anybody that is online that would like an agenda item request in or an announcement? I don't see anybody. Jill, you don't see anyone, do you? Or
No, I
Sean?
don't.
Okay. All righty, public comments on our business agenda. We do have one, I think in particular, is the reason why we're having this meeting. We did not set a time for the annual town meeting on May 6th, Saturday, May 6th. So I certainly open it up to suggestions. I don't, Jill, I think your staff has probably suggested some time as well. I think you wrote your note. Mr. Meadows, you had your hand up.
No, I was just going to say, I see in the cover letter, the moderator and staff have suggested a morning start. I didn't see any specific. I mean, I'm assuming. I guess the question is, how much time does the staff need to set up, reasonably set up? So we're not. Are we talking 8? Are we talking 10? I mean, that's what I'm just trying to get some clarification on the recommendation.
Yeah, so I can address that. So the setup we're expecting to occur on the Friday before, the Friday afternoon or Friday evening, but the audio team still needs time to set up in the morning. So they probably need 2 hours or so. So I queried others, including the moderator, staff, FinCom chair, and they've all seemed to land between like 9:30 and 10:30 as a preferred time. So one of the other things under consideration is the earlier it starts, there might need to have a meal break at some point in between. So I think that we could be safe with like a 9:30 or 10:30 start time, if you're okay with being on the half hour or to a 10 o'clock. And that should give us plenty of time to get in and hopefully people bring a snack. So I believe that moderator will check in after it's 4 hours or 5 hours into the meeting. It's hard right now because we don't have the warrant set, or we have just placeholder items. But I think anytime after 9:30 should be fine. And I don't think we were looking at a late afternoon, just because we would hope to finish this in one meeting.
Sure, thank you. Ms. Davis.
I'd say 9:30 is fine, and I would encourage a little marketing campaign to tell people to bring a box lunch. And then we can either, do something like take that respite or just work through the meeting.
Thank you, Shereen. Corey, Mr. Meadows.
No, 9:30 sounds fine. I would say we should, just nudge a class of Monomoy class or whatever to be like, hey, you got to do a fundraiser.
Yeah, there you go.
Sell brownies and cupcakes and coffee or something. I don't know. Give them an opportunity to fundraise or something. But no, 9:30 is fine. The earlier we start, the earlier we can finish up, and I have no issue with that.
It's a great idea. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good idea, Corey. Dean, you're okay with 9:30? Okay, so Jill, 9:30 it is.
Okay.
Okay.
My microphone was off.
Yeah.
I'm okay with 9:30. I'm sorry. My
Okay.
mic was off. You want to take a vote, Jeff?
Sure.
So I
Shereen,
move.
go ahead. Yeah. Go ahead, Dean.
I'll offer the motion that's printed here. I move that the 2023 annual town meeting scheduled for Saturday, May 6, 2023, begin at 9:30 a.m.
I'll second.
Okay, roll call. Mr. Metters,
Aye.
Mr. Nicastro,
Aye.
Ms. Davis,
Hi.
and Mr. Dyken says aye as well. Thank you very much. On to our license renewals. We've got a few here where we have common victualers and entertainment and automotives, class 1 and 2 and 3 automotive licenses, and in-holder and lodging house licenses. So I'll entertain, we have, Shawna, do you want to go through these at all, or it's kind of old hat for most of us here.
Yes, exactly. It's all regular annual renewals that we need to take votes on. But as listed, those who have turned everything in are straightforward, and those who have not brought back their applications or fees could be conditional approvals.
Yeah, I just saw one, the Larry's PX is on, we got to break out Larry's PX on that one line. So you've got Johnson Golf Management doing business as Seaside Links Pro Shop, and then Larry's PX. So Larry should be on its own line. So if someone wants to make a motion, I think we should probably,
Do we need
Yeah.
to read the names? I think Corey's gonna
Yeah,
recuse
go-
on that, but
Exactly. I'm gonna recuse myself from the common victor license as one of the licenses is my own, so I'll
okay.
just shut my mouth right now.
Okay, thanks, Corey. And then Dean, yes, if you just make a motion and then read them out for the ones that don't have any issues, and then we'll do the conditional ones differently, separately.
okay, so this is on the common victual licenses.
Yep.
And I move that we approve the 2023 renewals of common victular / Sunday dessert licenses as recommended by the licensing agent. They are as follows. The first category are those that are fully paid up on everything. Asian Paradise Restaurant, Boy Scout Troop 71, Cape Ventures Inc. doing business as Emac and Bolio's Ice Cream, Chatham Beach and Tennis Club, Chatham Penny Candy Store, Chatham Perk on Main, Chatham Pier Fish Market, Chatham Sunrise Cafe, Johnson Golf Management doing business as Seaside Links Pro Shop, Larry's PX, Marion's Pie Shop, Public Cafe, Snowy Owl Coffee Roasters, The Corner Store. And then the following are renewed conditionally upon the submission of required renewal fees and renewal forms and fees. The Bagel Shop, Brick Block Ice Cream and Grill, Carmine's BRB of Chatham Inc., Chatham Cookware, Chatham Fish and Chips, Dent Donuts LLC doing business as Dunkin' Donuts, Lily's Diner, Ridgevale Beach Snack Bar, St. Christopher's Episcopal Church Grill, Short and Sweet Dreams Ice Cream.
Second.
Thank you very much. We'll take a vote. Ms. Davis,
Aye.
Mr. DeCastro,
Aye.
and Mr. Deacon says aye as well. Mr. Meadows abstains. Okay. Thank you very much. Next, we have our entertainment, automatic amusement and movie theater renewals.
I'm happy to.
Sure. Go ahead, Dean. Yeah, if you want.
I move to approve the
Do you want-
2023 renewals of automatic amusement, entertainment, and movie theater licenses as recommended by the licensing agent. The entertainment licenses are One Drop Operating LLC doing business as the Chatham Squire, Bluefin's Sushi and Sake Bar Inc., Brown James Buck Memorial Association Inc., VFW, Chatham Drama Guild, Dogfish Taco Company, Backpack Forever LLC doing business as Mom and Pops, Pate's Restaurant, Pizza Shark Inc., Red Buoy Inc. doing business as the Red Nun, Scorpios Enterprises Inc. doing business as Knott's Landing Bar and Grill. And then the automatic amusement licenses are One Drop Operating LLC doing business as the Chatham Squire, Brown James Buck Memorial Association Inc. W. That's the list.
Second.
Okay, vote. Ms. Davis,
Aye.
Mr. Meadows,
Aye.
Mr. DeCastro,
I'm
and Mr. Deacon says aye as well. We have one movie theater license as well.
sorry, did I leave that off?
Yes, that's okay.
Okay, what did I do? I can't find it now.
You want me to do
Yeah.
it, Dean? I can do
Why
it.
don't somebody else?
Yeah, I move to approve the renewal of the movie theater license for Chatham Orpheum Theater. I recommend that it would be renewed for 2023.
Second. Okay, here we go. Mr. Meadows.
Aye.
Mr. DeCastro,
Aye.
Ms. Davis,
Aye.
and the chair says aye as well. Thank you very much. We're off to class 1, 2, and 3 auto dealer renewals. We have class 1 auto sales for the sale of new vehicles.
So,
Let's see, you want to read these or you want to do them with
well,
class 1?
I'll lump them together.
Okay.
The motion that Sean has presented is I move to
Yeah.
approve the 2023 renewals of class 1, 2, and 3 auto licenses as recommended by the licensing agent. They are as follows.
Yeah.
Class 1 auto sales is Madden, this is new vehicles, Madden Motor Group doing business of Chatham Ford. Class 2 auto sales, this is used vehicles, They are as follows: Cape Auto Brokers, Clark's Auto Services, Inc. That is restricted to 10 cars for resale. IHS Enterprises Wareham, Inc., doing business as North Chatham Savon, restricted to 6 cars for resale. No display of vehicles that will interfere with corner sightlines. And Kelsey's Auto Rental, Inc. And then those are fully paid up. The following are renewed, would be renewed conditionally upon submission of local renewal forms and payment of applicable fees. Christopher Wentworth Auto Sales, Paul Jenkins and Sons, Inc., doing business as Chatham Antique and Classic Auto. And Class 3, this is the junk auto dealers, and it is as follows: Clark's Auto Services, Inc., with the restriction that a fence installed in compliance with Mass General laws, all salvage and recycling materials and vehicles located behind the fence. That's the list.
Excellent. Did we get a second?
Second.
Thank you, Shireen. Okay, a vote. Shireen, Ms. Davis.
Aye.
Mr. Metters,
Aye.
Mr. Nacastro,
Finally, we have the
and I say aye as well.
in-holder and lodging house licenses. And the motion is, I move to approve the 2023 renewals of innkeeper and lodging house licenses as recommended by the licensing agent. They are as follows: innkeepers, Michael H. Pratt, doing business as Cul-de-sac Bed and Breakfast, Old Harbor Inn, Surfside Inn, Chatham, LLC, doing business as Surfside Inn. They are paid up. And then the following would be renewed conditionally upon submission of required renewal forms and fee: Chatham Gables Inn. The lodging house licenses are as follows: 1547 Main LLC, that's the former Master Mariner property; the Colonial Building LLC, Wachusett Inn, The Cove. They're fully paid up. And then the following would be renewed conditionally upon submission of required renewal forms and fee: J. Galt LLC, The Harding House. That's the list.
And a second.
Second.
Thank you, Ms. Davis. Okay, Ms. Davis,
Aye.
Mr. Metters,
Aye.
Mr. Nacastro,
Aye.
and the chair says aye, Mr. Vikens as well. Thank you very much. Okay, next item. Thank you, Dean. The next item on our agenda is the town manager's monthly report. I will turf it over to Jill Goldsmith. Ms. Goldsmith.
Great, thank you, Mr. Chair. So before you, you have the town manager's monthly report for the month of November, but also a few current items. So in the report, it notes our employee years of service anniversary for January 2023. And as you see, we have a lot of longevity. I think now our second most senior employee is Stuart Smith, our harbor master, with 38 years of service, and followed along by Ted Keon, our Director of Coastal Resources, 25 years of service. David Laurie, our longtime senior equipment operator at the transfer station. Jerry Friend, who's been the special equipment operator for the highway division. And Sarah Clark, who's our central permitting coordinator. So between 15 and 38 years of services. And then others that are noted here, just for the public: Christina Bassett in community development for 7 years. Harry Fights, firefighter, 7 years. Joseph Bono, same firefighter for 7 years. And we also have Dave Lesher, our transfer station foreman, for 5 years. And then William Demetrius is a police officer for 2 years. We also were very successful in getting grants, and it kind of crosses the organization. So first, before you, we have, I'll come back to that. Before I move to grants, I wanted to welcome new hires. I got a little ahead of myself, and I have Ryan Christian Berry Bennett. She was our principal planner back in 2015 and 16 and has recently come back this past month. So we're very excited to have her. And while she was gone, she gained a ton of experience and is a consummate professional. So we're very excited to have her back. And then many of you met James Bragdon, our new police officer. He transferred from Truro. We had our promotional ceremony last month where you got to meet him as well as his family. So that was really fun. And then recruitment and job postings, I have them listed here. A lot of recruitments in progress that we're some at the end, but these are the listing of positions that are available, and the full postings are available on the town's website. Then back to the grants conversation, the fire department was awarded a competitive grant for additional fire protection equipment, safety equipment, including their turnout gear. And this is for $13,367.45. And this helps offset our capital item. We have an annual item in there for firefighter safety gear. So this is a nice offset to that, including some ballistic equipment. And then dredging, we also received another grant for the filing of our comprehensive dredging permit. That's in the amount of $235,000. That's from the Seaport Economic Council. It was awarded on December 13th. It was the last meeting by the Lieutenant Governor in Plymouth. So it was a nice goodbye. The administration's been a very good friend to Chatham, and I expect the next administration to do the same. And then I also put in here a link to the Affordable Housing Community Engagement Series that we recently had. This is the first of the series. It took place on Wednesday, December 14th, with in-person and hybrid meeting, just to talk about various options for the properties on Meeting House Road and Main Street, 1533 Main Street, and as well laid out a process for us. So January, we'll send out a survey, and then we'll follow up with another community engagement on that parcel or those parcels in March or so. And then listed is just ways to keep connected to Chatham with our emergency notification, our subscription for the town manager's main sheet. And as a last ditch reminder, don't forget to do your mooring and wait list renewals.
Yeah.
Those are due to the town by December 31st. So attached to my report is every department's report, again, for the month of November. So happy to answer any questions. Thank you.
Yeah, I just have a comment. I had forgotten that they kind of upped the ante on the mooring renewals, so it was helpful. I got that reminder, and I renewed my mooring permit, so that was very helpful. So I told Stuart, it's a good idea. And time's wasting. Today's the 27th. Anyway.
Yep.
Jill,
Wes-
when is the, Jeff, if I could ask
Yeah,
Jill.
go ahead.
When is the next community engagement on these properties?
I believe they're looking at March. Just looking to see if I have it in
So
here.
It's not before the survey, it's after the survey?
It's after the survey. So
Okay.
actually, I have it in here for February. So they're looking to do the survey in January and then have a second community meeting sometime in February. And we haven't announced the date yet.
Okay, thanks.
And that, yeah.
I was just going to add, I mean, I attended the Seaport Economic Council meeting that was held here in the summertime with the Lieutenant Governor, and I don't mean this as in any way as a partisan comment, but Karen Polito was very good for the cities and towns because she had been a select board member in the town of Shrewsbury, so she really understood what we're all up against, and we're going to miss her. Hopefully, the new administration and the new Lieutenant Governor will do the same. Thank you.
Yeah, I agree with you, Dean. Totally. She's been great. Great Lieutenant Governor.
Yeah, I think Driscoll, with her being a mayor, has got some of the similar sort of support that we're looking for. In conversations that we've been able to exchange during the campaign, she was quite forthcoming in her support for the small towns. So I'm hoping to see the same thing.
Super. Any comments or other questions for Jill on her report? As always, excellent report.
Just congratulations on the grants. That was really great news.
Great
Yeah.
stuff.
Are
Really,
we close?
really fun.
Are we close to landing a new DPW director, or is there anything you can say about that?
I'm hoping we're close, but I don't have an announcement yet.
Okay.
We have our interim director, Bob Rooney, through the end of January, and he's working hard on his checklist to get prepared for the new DPW director, as well as take some of the projects off the shelf, such as the transfer station project.
Great, thank you.
Good, great. Well, okay, is there any other business to bring forward this evening? Okay, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Thank you, Mr. Nicastro. Mr. Metters,
Yes.
Ms. Davis,
Aye.
Mr. Nicastro,
Aye.
and the chair says aye as well. And Merry Christmas in the rearview mirror and Happy New Year in the front windshield.
Here, definitely.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year,
Happy
everyone.
New Year, everyone. Take care. Thank you very much.
you.
Take care.
Take care. Bye-bye.